Hello, this is Robin. I want to thank everybody for taking time to come over and watch this video. I hope everybody's having a good day. This is going to be a Keeping It Real video. And Susan, again, I'm not going to hack the last name, and I know I will. H-U-R-A-T-I-A-K. Susan, H-U-R-A-T-I-A-K. This is the comment that she left, that she thought this topic would make a good Keeping It Real video. And it's views on forgiveness. I don't know why. This is the second video I've done. And this just looks, I don't know. It looks like it's all weird in this room again. Anyway, I am no psychiatrist, psychologist, counselor, any way, shape, or form, never claimed to be. These are my views, any of my views. If you agree, that's fine. If you disagree, that's fine too. After the video, if you want to leave your input or comment, I love to hear from you. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get back to you, but I eventually will. My emails will be in the description box. My address will be in the description box. So if you would like to write to me, email me, I welcome you to do that also. Okay, again, this is views on forgiveness. This happened to be a very good topic today because of the kind of day I'm having. My first thing I always say to my children or a friend or family member, whoever, if you say you're sorry and mean it, you have my forgiveness no matter what. No questions asked. I forgive you. If you continue having to apologize for the same thing, then I don't feel that you really mean it. If you continue doing the same thing over and over again that you keep apologizing for, don't even waste your breath, because you're not going to change. You're not going to stop it. And there's a lot of people that is set in their ways, and you can't change them. You can't. They have to want to change within themselves before you can do anything. And then it is, what kind of forgiveness are you looking for? Is it just a simple forgive me? Is it, did you loan somebody money and they just don't have it to pay you back, and they say they're sorry and you're forgiving them for that, which means that you're forgiving them that it's taken so long to pay you back? Or are you forgiving them plus the debt? You have to make sure you understand when they say I'm sorry for this, or I'm sorry for that, or I'm sorry for not doing this, or I'm sorry for, not being there. Make sure you understand, because they can always come back later and change it and say, well, I already told you I was sorry for this, but it didn't mean I wasn't going to do this again. Or, you know what I'm saying? There's different reasons for why people are sorry. So that's really it. I mean, it has to be your decision. If you feel that you can forgive them for whatever they did, whatever you're asking forgiveness for, or if you're on the other end, if you are the one that did something and you need to go to that person and tell them you're sorry and ask them for forgiveness, you have to be prepared. They have to find it within themselves to forgive you. Like, you have to find it within yourself to forgive them. But if you choose to forgive them, you can't keep throwing it up in their face. That's not fair either. That's not right. If you accept their apology, you accept it. Always. You can't turn around an hour or 3-4 days later and say, oh, well, I thought about it, I'm not going to forgive you no more. You can do that, but then you're not going to get a very good response. At least you wouldn't get one from me. I'd probably tell you go screw yourself and forget it. But anyway, yeah, this was a really, really good topic. And I could carry this on for hours and hours, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of different things that I could say about this subject. I've been apologized to before for things that people's done to me, and they've continued to do them later on. And I told them, look, don't waste your breath anymore, because I'm not believing you. You proved to me that you cannot be sorry for whatever they did, because you continue doing the same thing over and over again. So forget it. And sometimes, if you're in a bad situation and they keep saying they're sorry, but they continue doing the same thing, sometimes you have to cut ties. And that's not easy to do. Believe me, I'm in situations now to where it's easier said than done. So that's why I'm trying to get through to you, depending on the situation. If you are the one that needs forgived, depending on what the situation was, just remember, they may not be, you may think they're ready to forgive you, but they may not really be ready within themselves. So if you ask for an apology and you don't get it, you can't be mad at them that they're not over whatever you are apologizing for. People get hurt different. People are able to forgive different and quicker than others. And again, depends on the situation. And if you are the one that needs apologized to, and somebody comes to you and apologizes, you're usually able to tell if they're serious about it or not. And if they're not, that's got to be up to you whether you forgive them or not. Anyway, that's what I wanted to do, keeping it real about. I know I didn't touch all subjects. There's a whole bunch of different subjects, different reasons, whether you will apologize and accept it, or whether you get apologized to and accept it. It depends on what they are apologizing for and how many times have they did it. It has to be within yourself to be ready to accept it. And if you're not, and they can't accept that, then that's on them. That's on them. You can't be mad at them if they're not ready to accept your apology. And then later on, if they come back and say, okay, I was wrong, I'm ready to accept it. And then we get mad and say, well, you know what? I apologized to you before. I'm not doing it again. If you weren't ready to accept it then, you ain't getting it now. Again, that's could happen. That could happen. If you figure you're nice enough to ask for forgiveness, you feel that they should be ready to accept it. But some people aren't ready. Some people may be never ready. Whether it be friends, family, children, people at work. Depends on what happened and how long the period was between when it happened and when you decide to apologize, or they decide to come and apologize to you, whichever one is receiving the apology in the end. I was really raring to go earlier on this, and for some reason I calmed down, and I'm glad I did, because I really, really, really wanted to say a lot of different things on here, but sometimes people doesn't hear anger. They hear words, and you have to remember that. Whatever you say or do can affect your relationship, your friendship. So I know it's hard to do, but sometimes we maybe need to think what we're going to say, especially if we're mad, before we say it. So that's it. I have another Keeping It Real video, maybe the middle of this week, that I want to do. But I don't need to do it right now because it's not going to I'm just going through a few things that I think I need, that I want to share. But anyway, if you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please join our YouTube channel. And I will talk to you all later. Love yous all. Bye.